Hello students, welcome back to my channel Physics with Safdar. Now you are watching IGCSE Physics free lesson series. I hope all would be great. So let's begin the lesson of the day. The topic you are going to learn is distance. Let's start with this example. It will help you to understand the concept of distance. Look at the screen. There is a running track. 2 points are there. Point A, starting point. Point B, finishing point. The length between the points is 100 meter. Here is a sprinter and he is trying to improve his timing. He starts running and finally reaches at point B. To describe the motion of this sprinter, we can write this. Length covered by the sprinter is called its distance traveled. Here it is 100 meter. Now move on to the definition of distance. It is simple. Distance is the total length covered during a journey. So in this example, a sprinter started at point A and finished at point B. So the total length covered during that journey was 100 meter and that is called distance covered. Now for the measurement of distance, the SI unit used is meter. Distance has no direction. That's why it is also called a scalar quantity. Now you will learn how to calculate distance traveled. Look at this question. A car travels along the routes PQRS in 30 minutes. Calculate the total distance covered by the car. One more thing, sometimes students get confused by looking at the diagram. So don't get confused. Simple the follow rules. If you need to calculate the total distance traveled, follow the definition first. The definition is distance is the total length covered during a journey. So now move on to the journey. Look at this diagram. The car starts journey from point P, then moves to point Q, and it covers distance 10 km, then point P to point R, and cover distance 5 km, then point R to point S, and cover distance 10 km, then point S to point T, and cover distance 5 km. Now to calculate the total distance traveled, follow the definition. Distance is the total length covered during a journey. Look at this. Total distance is equals to 10 km. That is from point P to Q. Then 5 km, Q to R. Then 10 km, R to S. And finally 5 km from point S to point T. Now add all the numbers. Then you get 30 km. One more question. It will help you to calculate distance traveled by the moving objects. Look at the question. A sprinter completes track A, B, C, D, A in 60 seconds. Calculate his distance traveled. This is the track we have. The sprinter starts at point A, then moves to point B and cover distance 50 meter. Then move to point C and cover distance 25 meter. Then C to D and cover distance 50 meter. And finally from point D to point A and cover distance 25 meter. And we need to calculate the total distance covered by the sprinter. Look at this journey. The journey started with point A, then sprinter reached at point B and it is 50 meter. Then point B to C, he covered 25 meter. Then C to D, 50 meter. And finally D to A, 25 meter. Add all the numbers, then you get 150 meters. So that is the total distance covered by the sprinter in track A, B, C, D, A in 60 seconds. Thank you very much for listening. I suggest you one more thing. Follow the playlist of the channel. Here you will find all the lessons you need in sequence, like your practicals, past paper solutions, and the theory lessons. See you in the next lesson. Share this video, subscribe to the channel, press the bell icon for the latest videos. Keep watching Physics with Safdar.